and welcome to my channel. So this video is just going to be me catching up. I'm also going to make this a what I eat in a day as per usual. I'm trying to use up stuff in my fridge, get some things cleaned out because I don't know if you can tell behind me are boxes. You know what that means? I'm going to be moving within 5 days, which is crazy. More on that later. Let me go ahead and get something to eat because I haven't had breakfast yet. It's currently 1 in the afternoon, but I'm going to make breakfast. I woke up really late today. I'm going to make myself a smoothie for breakfast. I'm going to add in some frozen banana and a little lemon piece because that one was pretty small. Frozen baby spinach, a frozen blueberry. Usually I just leave it to those 3 things, but I'm trying to use up these strawberries. Ground flax seeds, peanut butter, some protein powder I use. Paleo inspired. I'm going to add about half a scoop and some Silk unsweet organic soy milk. I could have brought the camera closer, but you know, I'm just gonna do it like this. I actually made just enough to fill up the entire jar, which usually doesn't happen. So yeah, this is going to be my finished smoothie. Ta-da! I don't mind moving or anything like that, but I think one of the things that bums me out is my setup here is exactly how I envisioned, so now I gotta take it all down and try and recreate that at my new place. This is my first place on my own, so it means a lot that I was able to create this. Some things that I brought along have sentimental value, like this dream catcher. I've had this dream catcher since I was a little girl. Things like that. Yeah, it just feels crazy. I'm eating some of these lesser evil paleo puffs in the flavor of no cheese cheesiness. I still prefer the hip peas puffs, but these are pretty good too. If there's one thing I'm going to miss about this place, it's this little guy. He is literally a menace to society. It's finally time for me to prepare a very late lunch. I don't know what to make. As I mentioned, I'm trying to clean out my fridge and freezer. The fridge I'm not so bothered about because I have a cooler that I can use, but my freezer is a different story because I have a ton of frozen fruit and a few other things. So I'm thinking I might make this Korean beefless bulgogi from Trader Joe's. I just added in some olive oil. Before I add the bulgogi, I'm just going to saute some onions. And they're all kind of stuck together. I'm hoping for the best. This smells so good right now. While the bulgogi is finishing up, I'm just going to steam some frozen broccoli in the microwave using my microwave steamer. Here is everything all put together. I have some leftover brown rice underneath all of this, and I just topped it with some of the bulgogi and broccoli. I also gave it a little sprinkle of sesame seeds. I'm really excited to try the beefless bulgogi. It smelled amazing while cooking. While I was buying it at Trader Joe's, the cashier said that it tastes just like regular bulgogi. I'm also going to be having a tropical fruit Waterloo with my lunch. This is amazing. Wow. I already knew it was going to be good, but it tastes just like beef bulgogi. It has a smoky umami flavor to it that I'm totally enamored by. Definitely worth the purchase. So, yes, I am sitting on the floor. My tripod is kind of awkward to try and fit on my coffee table, so I figured I would just angle it this way. That way I'm not obscuring any of the walkways. I'm also going to be having a cashew cookie layer bar. I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to talk about my hiatus and go from there. So my last upload was in the beginning of December, which I had initially planned to film during the holidays and throughout the beginning of the new year. However, a couple days before Christmas, my grandmother had passed, so I needed time to step away and grieve and bring myself back to a better mental state. So there was that. I was really bummed out too because I had a whole lineup of things that I wanted to record and get done, but that didn't happen. That's okay. Life happens. As for side of that, I had started another job. I was working 15-hour shifts a day between 2 jobs. So I literally had enough time to just come home, sleep, and get right back up and do it all over again. Now I'm in a position where
As I had mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am going to be moving. For those of you who don't know, I moved out here 2 years ago. I moved from Maryland to Illinois, which is where I'm at now, and now I'm moving to Pennsylvania to be closer to my family. Everybody on my side is starting to get up there in age and they could really use help, and I miss my cats. By the way, the market is absolute shit now. I was on Zillow, Trulia, everywhere, and it was incredibly hard to find something within a reasonable price range. My boyfriend and I finally came across a property that we liked and it fit within our budget, so we literally drove 13 hours to see it. It was originally supposed to be a 9-hour drive, but the construction through Ohio into Pennsylvania off of 70 and 76 was horrendous. It's a coin flip, you know, we don't know if we're gonna get it. The landlord had preferred for us to see it in person, so that's what we did. Here we are now. We ended up getting the place. I'm moving on Saturday, which is just a few days away. It feels so surreal. I'm looking forward to it. I've never lived in Pennsylvania. I've been to Pennsylvania all throughout my life, all throughout Pennsylvania as well. I'm turning over a new leaf, and I am absolutely excited for this journey. I've got good people in my life. So grateful for all the people I've met out here. The worst part about moving, I don't know. The worst part about moving isn't even packing, although I had a lot of stuff on the walls. More so, it's not just the cost, but the drive, because we are moving several states over, and that's definitely not something that comes with a lot of ease. That's what's new with me. Now I gotta go to Home Depot. I placed an online order for other moving essentials. There's some odds and ends that I didn't even really had time to grab. That's all. Now it's time to make dinner. I'm going to be making chipotle hummus quesadillas. For the recipe, I'm going to be using some Mission whole wheat tortillas, some chipotles in adobo sauce, garlic hummus, green onions, black beans, corn, and a red bell pepper. And that's all there is to it, so let's get started. I want a nice, thick, juicy one. I'm just going to finely chop those. Now I'm just going to add them into the hummus and then combine it together. Although the recipe doesn't call for it, I'm just going to add a little bit of the sauce. I just changed my oven light in January and it's already burnt out. So I'm adding the drained corn. Now I'm adding in the chopped red bell pepper. I'm adding in the drained and rinsed black beans, green onions. Combine it once again. Now, it doesn't necessarily call for seasonings, but I'm going to add them anyway. I'm adding in some garlic powder, smoked paprika, chili powder, and cumin. I'm just going to give it a crack of ground black pepper, and that's that. Into the skillet, the quesadilla goes. Here is my finished chipotle quesadilla. I realized I had some leftover cilantro in my fridge, so I just gave it a good sprinkle of that. I have some guacamole in this ramekin here that I'm going to eat along with it. Hello, I am here once again with a voiceover for my dessert. I didn't want to be loud that night, so I just decided to record and do a voiceover later. Anywho, for dessert, I had a banana cake from a local restaurant called Mom Corn. It was super delicious. Hello from 2 days in the future. I didn't get a chance to record an outro on the day of this recording, so here I am recording an outro now, which means that is going to be the conclusion of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I always enjoy making them, and I hope you enjoy them too. I hope that everybody's been well since the last time I was active. If not, I hope things get better for you. Off to a new start in life, and I hope with this I can become more active going forward. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care everyone. Bye.